What is up, guys, and welcome back to another hot takes video. It has been a while since we've done this, so in case you forgot, you guys give me hot takes. I tell you if I agree with you or if I disagree with you, if you're out of pocket, if you're capping, or whatever the case may be. Without further ado, let's get right into the video, which is the thumbnail of the video, and that is that NXT is dying. And I gotta say that I completely agree with this hot take. In fact, I might as well change this to say that NXT is dead. I feel like the brand has officially died. It's been really boring. I don't like the direction where it's heading at all. It had a lot of potential back in the old days of 2018, 2019, 2016 it was lit, 2017 it was lit, but recently it's not so great. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't really watch anymore. AEW definitely destroyed NXT and ruined it, because if you think about it, the minute they went to USA is when they tried too hard. They got Finn Balor. It was cool for a little bit, but clearly they did not try. Vince McMahon didn't care too much about it, and I think NXT is dead. That is my hot take on that. This hot take says that Elias deserves to win a mid-card championship at least once in his career. I think he's very talented, and I would agree that he is very talented, and I'm sure he will win a mid-card championship anytime now. It's actually kind of shocking that he didn't win a US title yet. I mean, he was technically the 24/7 champion, but does that really count? I don't know. Anyways, he will win it eventually. I agree that it's going to happen. So all I gotta say is you just gotta be a little patient. Steven says that Rey Mysterio deserves another world title run. He's a legendary talent and he can still move like someone half of his age. His past world title runs weren't the best, so another one would be nice. And I'm sorry, Steven, I know I love Rey Mysterio. I think the guy's a legend. I agree with you when you say that, but I don't think he deserves another world title run. I think he's done everything he had to do in the world title main event picture. I just don't think his time is now. I wish that WWE did give him a little longer reign back in 2011, when he almost beat John Cena, but no, it did not happen. It's kind of done now. I don't want to say Rey Mysterio as a world champion again. I just don't think it needs to happen. Brian says that Big Show does not get the recognition that he deserves. He is an underrated legend. And this is another hot take that I gotta disagree with, because I do think Big Show gets the credit that he deserves. I think a lot of people know he's a legend. He's done so much for the business. He's done so much for the WWE, and his humor and his comedy is on point. His matches were fun to watch. The Big Show has won multiple world championships. I think the fans love the Big Show as much as we all do. He's a legend, and that's just a fact. Ladland Sanderson says that I feel like Cesaro's push is over and WWE never capitalized on his momentum after his big win at WrestleMania. And unfortunately, I do gotta say something. Cesaro was never meant to have a crazy push where he was gonna win the world title. There's no way that he was going to dethrone Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns anytime soon. It just was never a part of the plan. Yes, WWE wanted to build them up just a little bit so you can get the fans' hopes up for a match with Roman Reigns, and that was when they stripped it away from us and had him lose. Unfortunately, Cesaro was never going to be capitalizing on this momentum. It was a short push, and that was about it, and I liked it for what it was. One day, I do think he will eventually become the world champion. I'm just going to be a little bit more patient. I feel like it's going to happen when he's maybe 42 or 43 for some reason. Connor says that the current Alexa Bliss character should not be happening right now without the Fiend. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I made a whole video dedicated to this. The whole thing with Alexa Bliss and the Fiend and her taking his gimmick is not cool. I don't like it one bit. I don't care about it at all. I think Alexa Bliss is trying her best with the gimmick, and she's kind of doing kind of well, but I just don't care about it. I think the whole Lily thing is too complicated. It's too goofy. It's not something that I like, and I've said this from the beginning. It's not working. It should not be happening right now. Just put Alexa Bliss back to being the goddess or something, because right now you are wasting her prime years of her career. That's what I think. End Gaming says that The Miz made the IC title the most popular out of anyone who has held it, and he's also one of the best superstars that WWE has, and I will agree with that statement. The Miz made the IC title feel like it was bigger than the WWE Championship, and not a lot of people treated it like that except for him, so you do gotta appreciate The Miz's love for the Intercontinental Championship. I want to see him win the title back sometime soon. At this point, I don't really want to see The Miz hold the WWE or Universal Championship. I think the man does wonders when it comes to the IC title, and he makes it feel as important, if not more. So yes, I will agree with you, End Gaming. Access Gaming, another gaming here, he says that Apollo Crews' title reign has been underwhelming, and I will agree with that. It has been complete shit, if we're being honest. It's not good whatsoever. The run has been horrible. It feels like WWE isn't trying. At first, it was really cool, and I thought that WWE cared about Apollo Crews, but it looks like some things just never change. It's back to what it was. Apollo Crews barely shows up on TV. It's just a hot mess is what I'm trying to say. Serious Naz says that Ronda's recent comments on WWE fans are kind of true, and if you don't know what happened, basically Ronda Rousey said that these fans are the same ones who were complaining about Bray Wyatt being fired, or the same ones who were chanting "We want beach balls" at one of the Fiend's matches or entrances or segments or something of that nature, and that is a pretty cool statement because it makes you think, it's insightful, and it's a good point, but I don't know, I can't agree or disagree with this one. I feel like Ronda Rousey is right to a degree, but I think she's oversimplifying so many things. I think the fans were just trying to have fun that night. A lot of them don't hate Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean? Like, we don't hate Bray Wyatt. There was never a need for hating Bray Wyatt. It's just having some fun in the crowd. When you're there, you just want to have a good time. So I guess the more I say it out loud, the more I am against what Ronda Rousey said, actually. I'm Cosmic said that the current IC title, I'm thinking that they mean the presentation or the design of it, is not as good as the old one, and I will agree with that statement. I absolutely loved, I adored the old white IC championship. I thought it was the best looking title in the entire WWE at the time, and maybe even in the entire history of the WWE. But they then changed it to this new one, and a lot of people liked it and said it looked really cool, but I was never a fan. Like, I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's horrible, but I just didn't see the need of changing the title, especially since the other one felt more prestigious because a lot of people held that exact same title. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me, so I will agree with that one. Alex says that with Hangman losing, it makes the storyline even better. And at first, I was really upset about Hangman losing because I wanted to see him win at All Out. I thought that was the right time, but I kind of agree. Long-term storytelling, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are going to debut, not return. They're going to debut anytime soon. So you don't want to take all that attention away from Hangman and his big win. I think it's going to be even better payout if he wins the title a year later at All Out, which is where he lost to Kenny Omega, and this is where he gets his redemption. It's the perfect redemption storyline arc. Jay says that Randy Orton is honestly one of the most underappreciated wrestlers of all time, and I gotta disagree. Nobody, and I mean nobody, says that Randy Orton is underrated. Everyone says that he's so good and he's a legend in the business and he's one of the best to ever do it, so I don't know what you're listening to, Jay, but that's just wrong. Maybe there's new fans, young smarks, or whatever you want to call them, hardcore fans that think Randy Orton is overrated. That is not the majority. A lot of people would say that Randy Orton is one of the best to ever do it, including myself. The next one says that Baron Corbin has a good gimmick right now, and I honestly agree with that. Baron Corbin is killing it with this new broke-ass gimmick. It's so freaking funny every time he comes on TV. Like, I actually get excited when I see Baron Corbin come onto my screen. He's doing a phenomenal job. This guy understands character work and how to make you interested in his character. I love what he's doing. Baron Corbin is a great wrestler, super underrated, so good, great gimmick. I love it. And the last one comes from Oscar. He says that Bayley hasn't been good on the main roster since her call-up in 2016, and that's just capping. Like, come on, bro. You can't be doing this. We know that's just a lie. We all know that Bayley has done the best work of her career in 2020. We're just going to move on. It's over. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know if you want to see more hot take videos in the future. On the screen right now are some other videos that I think you would enjoy, so go ahead and click one of them. I will see you all in the next video.